Today I'm going to make the entremet or the layered cake that I did at the World Chocolate Masters in Paris last month. First of all, we're going to make the crunchy layer at the bottom. We're going to mix our butter, ground almonds, brown sugar. So we need 60 grams of each of the mix into each bowl. I'm going to put this in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes on 180. So I'm going to chop my chocolate in the Thermomix. It's a caliber 70%. I just wanted something nice and bitter with my sponge, nothing too sweet. So we pop it in. So you just want it to be a little bit broken up so you've got a few choc chips through it. Right, so now I'm going to make the prune sponge. These are prunes that have been marinating in Armagnac for about 6 months, so they're nice and boozy. Some nice dark brown sugar, some cocoa powder, and it's got a little bit of cinnamon in it as well. And we have some invert sugar, which helps to make the sponge slightly moister. And of course our grated chocolate. And we're going to spread it onto the mat, and we're going to bake it. Now we're going to make the plum jelly. So we're going to put in a vanilla bean. I've got some NH pectin, and we're just going to bring this up in temperature to about 100. Okay, pop this in the freezer. We're going to make our chocolate creme, which is a rich chocolate cream with the Madagascar chocolate from Calabar, and it's a 67%. So what we need to do is we need to put our plum puree in, and then we're going to add the glucose, and again you weigh another 150 grams. Heat up the outside of the ring, and that just makes the ring slide off a little bit easier. Okay, we're going to get the anglaise ready for our mousse. I always use a custard-based mousse. So we're going to use a 70% Calabar dark chocolate. Pop that in. And then we're going to make a custard with some cream, milk and eggs and sugar. And we're going to bring that to 80 degrees. It takes about 6 minutes in a Thermomix. We're going to whisk up our cream. Always take a little bit of the cold cream first and mix it with the custard base. We're just going to brush the biscuit. So if we spread a little bit on, the sponge is going to stick. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our ring and just cut a disc of sponge. We're going to stick our jelly on top of that. You can take that off now as well, just to make sure it's all lined up. Okay, so now we just fill our mousse in at the bottom. We scrape it all around the side and we turn it upside down. We put that in the freezer. We're going to make our chocolate glaze, and I'm using an 80% Calabar dark chocolate, our water, sugar. We're going to bring this to the boil with the liquid glucose. Use our blowtorch to get the ring off again. Okay. And then when you're glazing a cake like this, it's got really hard edges. So what you need to do is just take the palm of your hand, especially if you're using it for competitions, and just wipe away that hard edge. You've really got to be generous when you pour, and start on the inside and just pour all the way around. So you can see it's a beautiful glaze. So we need to make sure that our chocolate's tempered, 32 degrees for this Calabar 811. We're going to use it to make a decoration. We're going to make a few whispers. The next garnish we're going to make, we're going to use an acetate sheet. We're going to make these spirals. So what I've done is, once I've glazed my cake, I've put my cake on a cake wheel, and I've sprayed around the outside with red cocoa butter. That's how I've got the red shine just around the outside.